What's up, nerds? I'm McKinley, and today I'm doing my biannual Bibliothon TBR. I'm sorry I keep looking at myself, but I just had lipstick all over my teeth, so, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, biannual Bibliothon is a readathon hosted twice a year by a bunch of people, including Emma from Emma Books and Red from Little Red Reader. Those are the two I know. Oh, and I think Little Book Owl. I will leave their YouTube down below as well as their Twitter. So I'm just going to jump right into the challenges and the books I'm going to read for them. Also, they do blog challenges and Instagram challenges. So you can get all that information off their Twitter or their YouTube. Going into it. The first challenge is to read the group book, which is OTHERWORLD by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. I have already read this book, so I will not be doing that. The second challenge is to read a sequel. I am probably going to catch up on one of the various comic book series that I am in the middle of. I'm thinking Lumberjanes or America. Probably one of those. We shall see. I'll decide then. The next challenge is to read a book you've never heard of, although apparently that kind of changed to a book you know nothing about, but I picked one I've never heard of. I got this right after I'd heard about it for the first time, so account for this, and that's Murder, Magic, and What We Wore by Kelly Jones. Mackenzie Lee recommended this on Epic Reads, and it's supposed to be feminist and good, and I think it's about a spy. Yeah, it's about a female spy in the Regency era, so yes. And it's fairly short, so it's perfect for a readathon. The next challenge is to read a mental illness book, which is kind of my favorite type of thing to read. For that, I'm going to read Crazy by Amy Reed, which I mentioned in my Read or Unhaul video, so it works out perfectly for this challenge. It's about a girl who I think has bipolar disorder, and the guy who I guess is probably trying to save her or help her or whatever. If it's a male savior thing, I probably will end up doing that video. We'll see. We'll see. The next challenge is to read a book that's mentioned elsewhere, so it could be mentioned in a movie or a TV show or another book. I chose for this A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson something. I got the audiobook from my library. It's mentioned in Princess Diaries, like in almost every single book. They quote it. So I'm really excited because I really like The Secret Garden. That's one of my favorite classics. And so I'm excited to read another book from her. And I don't read a lot of classics because I don't tend to like them. So this should be good, hopefully. Fingers crossed. The next challenge is to read a book under 200 pages. For that, I'm going to read Amina's Voice by Hannah Khan. I hope I'm not ruining that. This book is a middle grade, and it is 197 pages. And I pre-ordered this book and still haven't read it because that's who I am as a person. It's about a girl in middle school whose friend is kind of trying to be a part of the cool group, and she's trying to figure out what she wants to do when they transfer to middle school, and her friend wants to change her name to something more American, and she's just grappling with many various issues that an Indian, a Pakistani girl, you know, in America. Come on. It's not easy. We don't make it easy. I mean, you and I probably aren't being assholes, but you know what I mean when I say we in America. And finally, the last challenge is to read a backlist title. I think any of these could count for that. So I'm just not going to plan anything else. One of these will count because it's anything published before 2018. So I don't want to add another book to it. So that's what I'm going to read for Biannual Bibliothon. Let me know down below if you are participating. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!